right, we're back with another episode, and joining me today, Emmy Law. How's it going?
Hi, how's it going? It's
I'm
great.
doing great as well. Thanks for taking the time today.
Of course.
Awesome. All right, for starters, for those who are watching and may not know you, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from.
My name is Emmy Law, and I am from Gainesville, Georgia. I've been in the Atlanta music scene for the past 4 years, and then I moved to Nashville in February. And I'm just loving being around other songwriters and creatives, and I feel like I'm growing a lot, and so I'm just really thankful to be there. And yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm just trying to learn as much as I can about songwriting and just get better at it.
Awesome. And what would you say has been your favorite thing about Nashville so far?
Man, honestly, the people I've met, just the whole culture of creativity. I didn't have that in Atlanta. Atlanta was so spread out, and I just had trouble finding like a good community of writers. And Nashville, there's millions of rounds, and I've had fun just meeting people, and I also just love the city.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
yeah, it just feels like a small, big city, whereas Atlanta was just so big.
okay. So what is one thing you miss about Atlanta?
Oh, that's a great question. Honestly, it sounds silly, but like the nostalgia of it. I grew up going down, I was from an hour north of Atlanta, and just growing up, we would always go down for Braves games and different things. And so Atlanta, Georgia, I'm a Georgia girl. So, it's a little weird living in Tennessee. Now I got a Tennessee license plate. So I just miss the memories, I guess, just kind of the familiarity of Georgia.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Tell us a little bit about how music came into your life. Is it something you grew up on, something that just came randomly one day?
Yeah, I just grew up singing like a lot of people. It just kind of came naturally, and I took piano lessons and was totally classically trained.
Mhm.
And so didn't even grow up writing songs at all. Just was totally classically trained, but I'm thankful for that education, and I remind myself of that because sometimes I'll be like, what if I had just had I had an amazing piano teacher, but just what if I had had someone in my life at that time that was like, let's write a song. But I'm thankful for where I came from with it. And I studied music education in college, and I learned through student teaching that was not for me, to be like the chorus classroom. So now I teach music lessons and just have a lot more autonomy, like of my time, and a lot more control. And I love it. So yeah. And then I started writing songs in college, actually.
Wow.
So kind of late in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. For someone who hasn't heard your music before, how would you describe your sound to them?
Um, it kind of depends on the release, but overall, I would say singer-songwriter. But like my last release was indie pop, and my voice is just kind of very chill and folky. So for lovers of folky, chill girl voices, I think you'll like the music that I'm putting out.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Influences. Do you have specific influences that you love more towards songwriting and then one towards performing?
Yeah. Gosh, writers like, and it's not. I've always felt that my influences were more. It's not even that I sound like them, but just bands that have really, really inspired me to write, or bands like the band Copeland, which they're not really relevant anymore, but they're from back in the day. But then like Damien Rice, the Avett Brothers, um, Novo More. Recently, I love Novo More, artists like that. And then Ingrid Michaelson has always been an inspiration for me. Sarah Bareilles,
Okay.
just those female writers that are just doing their thing, writing beautiful bops. Ugh. So, well, I mean, performance wise, yeah, like Sarah Bareilles. Yeah, that'd be a dream to do what she does on stage. So.
Perfect. And are these artists that you constantly listen to in the car ride, or do you listen to specific
Yeah.
music?
I'm going through a weird phase the last few years. It's like as my writing has gone up, like I've written more, I've listened to music less. Doesn't mean I don't listen to music, but I think from teaching music, and I stream on Twitch, and I write music and I perform sometimes. It's like I think when I'm in my car, I'm like, give me a podcast. So I'll be like, Joe Rogan podcast now.
Yes.
But like I need to be listening, right? Because that's how you learn.
Right.
So I try, but yeah, I definitely do listen to them. And I'm very, yeah, I've actually been listening to weirdly like pop. jams lately, trying to learn better about writing a good hook. And I feel like pop songs are good for that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, let's chat about your newest single, Black and White. Tell us about it and how it all came together.
Yeah, so I wrote this song in 2019 and have just carried it around. And I was looking for producers, ironically, in Nashville. And then a guy that I met introduced me to this guy that lives in New Jersey. And at first I was like, no, like I moved here to meet people that live here. But then I just, I was like, I'll just Zoom with him and just see how it goes. And I ended up I'm really into his personal music. His project is called Indian Run. And I was like, okay, let's just give this a shot. And so I sent him tracks and I recorded the vocals in Nashville. And we would communicate over audio movers and he would show me the process so far. And it was honestly like a really fun collab because the guy that I did vocals with also mixed the song. So it was kind of like the three of us were in communication and it was really fun. It was like a really collaborative thing. So,
Sure.
and I'm really happy with how it came out.
Awesome. And available on all platforms?
Yeah. Everywhere. Yeah.
Love it.
Everywhere.
Love it.
Yeah.
And do you have plans for a music video for it?
Nope. No, they're so expensive. Actually, I'm probably going to do a homemade one. Oh my gosh, some of these videographers, I'm like, I can't pay that. So
Yeah.
I'm probably just going to like try some homemade thing, but I would love to do a music video for all my releases.
Sure.
But probably not for this one. Yeah, maybe a lyric video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about co-writing and collaborating with other people?
Yeah. Co-writing is actually a really big challenge for me, and it's good for me to do because I have trouble sometimes, like when I don't know someone really well, like speaking up if I don't like a lyric or if I'm not really digging the song we're creating at the moment. Like if we decide to go with the song and then I'm just in my head, I'm like, like I'm not feeling this at all. I have trouble speaking up when I don't know the person very well. So there's one person in Nashville that I've gotten to know pretty well, and co-writing with him is a lot more relaxed for me because I can just say, dude, let's go to the next idea. So I need to work on myself and just learn that I need to just be open and honest with these people that I just met that I'm co-writing with, because we have to both be feeling it. I'm not going to contribute much if I'm not feeling it.
Fair.
So I would say just a personality thing is difficult. I tend to kind of go along when I should just speak up.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you find most of your inspiration from when songwriting?
That's a great question. For me, it's been either from personal experience or trying to empathize with what others are going through. So like things that I haven't been through and just something that I'll hear about happening that moves me, I'll write about it. Yeah. Yeah. So just, I try to write from like everyone, the world around me, and sometimes it just comes easier than others, but
Fair.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there um do you have any shows lined up that people can look forward to?
Well, I have 2 Twitch shows every week on Twitch.
Right.
Um, so I'm actually in 2022 going to focus pretty much almost all my efforts on streaming music on Twitch and on recording music. And so I'm not going to be actually playing a lot of shows. I've just kind of realized like I'm so spread thin and I'm trying so hard to communicate with my music that I feel like I just need to like put more energy into what I'm creating. And not that playing shows isn't important, but I'm just, yeah. So as of right now, there actually aren't any. I'm going to make myself scarce for a while.
Okay.
Put out some bangers and then be like, oh yeah, I got one show this year.
What's your show like on Twitch?
It's so fun. No, I'm not saying like my show is so fun, but I have fun and we have fun. We're called the Emmy Laws and I've been doing it for about a year. It is the biggest blessing in my life. I highly recommend Twitch to any musicians looking to build a community and be able to raise, money for music and build actual like real fans. And it's kind of like a family. Twitch is so much fun for musicians. And it's really, I think, kind of exploding right now. I got on during COVID and it was such a blessing. At first it was all so foreign to me, like there being a Twitch, like a chat feed while I'm playing. And now when I play live, I'm like, where's the chat feed? It's just funny. It's like totally reversed. I'm way more used to like the internet now. It's kind of bad to admit, but Yeah,
Interesting. I don't know if I
it's so
haven't
fun.
I haven't gone on the Twitch game yet.
It's so fun.
Is
It's
it that fun?
really.
Yeah.
Make a note, Cody. Make a note.
I might have
It's
to
so
give it
fun.
a go.
There's such good talent on there. Sometimes I just listen to stream. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time listening to other streams because I stream 6 hours a week, 2 days, 3 hours each time. So when I'm done, I'm done. But there's some great musicians on there. It's really cool.
Awesome. Love it. What has been the best advice you've been given in your career that you follow till today?
Yeah, I actually, this girl who I looked up to a few years ago, her name is Danielle Ate the Sandwich, and she has a really good thing going with her ukulele songwriting and stuff. And I just asked her for advice, and she wrote me this email, and I printed out the email and put it on my wall, and it keeps me going, honestly. Like she just said, be steadfast, basically don't give up, but she said it in a very beautiful way. It was just like, be fierce and steadfast in what you're going for, and be fiercely authentic. That just really struck me. Like if you're so authentic in your songwriting and productions, like it's going to come out in the final product, as opposed to like trying to sound like someone. So it's taken time for me to, and I'm still like getting there, like just trying to put out music that's actually me and not trying to sound like something.
For sure.
So yeah, she just gave me some really good advice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that you printed it out and actually posted on your wall. I like that.
Yes, it's so good for me because honestly, it's hard. We're all, when you're pursuing anything, it's hard, and like you have days where you're like, "Why am I doing this? This is so hard."
All the time. Yep.
Like with your show here, you probably have days where you're like, "I don't want to do this." During this interview, you might be like, "I don't want to do this right now."
And for me, it's more like, what's next?
Yes.
Where do I want to take it?
Yes.
Do I want to continue it and make a big thing of it, or do I want to just keep them, simple and?
Yeah.
No, but then there are days where I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's the human experience.
Yeah, it's I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
So we all have those days, but there's always those moments that give you that kick in the butt and keeps you going.
Yes, and you remember why you're doing it.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
So you got the release of your single. No plans for music video, but what's next for you?
Well, I have a Christmas song coming out this Friday.
Yes.
It's called Different this year. And then I have like one more song coming out in January that's indie, that's more pop, on the pop side. Okay. So yeah. And then I'll be just looking for, like, making plans for the rest of 2022. I want to release a handful of singles in 2022 and maybe record an EP.
Okay. Hold you to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to
when we do it. I know.
Because we're gonna have you back on when you have that EP out.
Can't wait. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Last thing. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, so it's just at Emmy Law Music, EMMYLAW Music, on all the platforms. And my Twitch, if you guys want to hop on there, is twitch.tv/Emmy Law Music. It's so fun.
Perfect. I'll make sure the Twitch is down below.
The Twitch, yes.
The Twitch.
Get the Twitch down there.
The Twitch down there. All right.
You could watch this show on Twitch.
You think?
Yes, I do. Oh, I don't think. I know.
So does it have to be live though? On Twitch? Or can you could I post?
Oh, I don't. It might have to be live, but all the videos post after you're done. Like they post to your page and anyone can go watch the VODs.
Interesting.
Yeah. And because just streaming on Twitch, you automatically have the video saved. Yeah. And you can, and there's such a community on Twitch of people hungry for stuff like this. It's not just a video game platform, and it's getting bigger and bigger. I could be an advocate for Twitch music and stuff.
It would be fun to connect with people who even have questions for you, and we could
imagine this with a running feed of chat. And for instance, I average 30 to 40 people per stream, which isn't a ton, but it's still a core group. And I could get them to all come. I could be like, Cody's interviewing me on this day, and they could come in, and then, and then I could tell people that I know on Twitch to come to your show, and it just kind of keeps going.
I might have to give it a shot. Might have to try it out.
Yep.
So,
I mean, you should. All right.
all right, guys, go grab
Thank
her.
you, Cody.
Go grab her newest single, Black and White. Yeah, Emmy, thanks so much for chatting today.
Bye.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you.